It's Crash Bandicoot. Yep, we're back. Same old time, new old place. Back in my day, we didn't have things and stuff. We only had one game, and it was a demo game. The Space Jam 2. Except it wasn't Space Jam, it was Twisted Metal in space. That was a good demo. Boop. Okay, so I'll probably have to say this multiple times, but the new controller I got, it doesn't feel good. So what better way to test whether or not it properly works than with torture? This will be the test stream where I test this controller, and if I hate it, then it's going back. And what better way to test if you hate something than to put yourself in a situation where life and death holds very little meaning. Because death will be coming for you, and life is laughing at you. Whoop. I already almost died, and I feel nothing. So, like right away, I regret not getting a newer one. Because, gonna be honest... Dang it. Like, to you, this looks the same. Nothing has really changed, and nothing probably will change as far as my movement is concerned. Also, I just realized I'm Crash and not Coco. That's kind of weird. I mean, I don't actually know if I saved or anything, but I also figured it would, load the autosave first, because all I did was press continue. Whoop. But I guess, you know, actually thinking about it from what I remember from playing this originally, I don't think it saves whether or not you are Coco or Crash. Could be totally wrong on that, who knows. I should really just take the slow route on that one. Guaranteed thing.
Entertain me.
I will try, random, but I will fail! I don't know what entertains you. Death? Yeah, if that entertains you, I got you covered. Potentially. I mean, I haven't died yet, but it's coming. That guy has the worst part. Like, his thing, his attack is not hard to dodge, and it's not great anyways. You'd have to be some kind of impatient dummy to get hit by that. Talking about the scientist, to be clear, not that giant metal spike. That was just my natural magnetism. Okay, no, don't insult the scientists. Their after images may have magnetic powers. You did. I got so far, and then you asked for death and received it. Like, on one hand, I'm alive. On the other hand, gravity grabbed me. You didn't ruin anything by being here. You always make the day a little brighter. even though you are a cloud, who, you know, technically makes it darker by physically existing. But emotionally, the day is brighter. Look, I don't have many cloud analogies. But also everyone loves to look at clouds. That's like several anime characters' whole thing is like, yeah, I like clouds. Why do they like clouds? I don't want to be able to fly. So, as I was saying though before, I got a new controller. I'm using it right now. To viewers, it will look like nothing's changed. I've still died in the same horrible ways as I always do. Bad note. I got a used controller, because I was like, that's like $10 cheaper. I'm cheap. Already kind of regret it. For one, this one doesn't feel great. Like, joysticks are kind of... I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. Rough? And when I tried it on Final Fantasy, you know, just as a... This is a game I can play. I hit the triangle button, and... it had that, like... It's like, have you ever touched something and just been like, this is wrong. Something's wrong here. Dang it. And I put a little tiny thin toothpick in it, and black goop came out. Looked like paint, to be honest. I'm not entirely sure if this controller is painted or not, because it is black. Or maybe like the heat made the plastic inside melt a little. I don't know how scientific that is. I'm not a scientist. That is probably what I'm going to do. I'm basing it entirely on how it feels to actually, like, play through. But, of course, triangle is not really a button I press in Crash Bandicoot. When you saw my stats show up for a second, that's what triangle does. Very useful. Like, do you want this on your screen? Just randomly showing up every 5 seconds? Triangle is the best button. It's green. Is just being green the only way you can be the best? Son of a gosh dang flying goat. I do not have it. I had it, and then I fell like a dummy. Also, hello, Toronto. Hope you're having a good day, blah, 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 etc., etc., exposition. But yeah, I definitely, like, buckled down on the idea of getting a new controller when I played Final Fantasy VII's remake, and they hard lock some stuff to the D-pad. Shopping and doing some smaller menus, hard lock to the D-pad. You cannot use the joystick. Like, at all. Despite the joystick being absolutely worthless in these menus, because you can't move anyways. So, you know, I switched Fire to Farah, and found out I couldn't switch back. So I was stuck using that for a second, and then I realized I could just press it on the... I'm always so impatient. I realized I could just press it on the keyboard, because I have the PC version. But had I been on the PS4 version still, I'd have been out of part of the game. Because that game is stingy with MP. That was close. But yeah, the buttons don't feel amazing. I don't know if it's just because I'm more used to the white one I've been using. And also I don't think there'd be anything different between the two versions. But it feels like the buttons are missing a little bit of a snap to them. Buttons don't usually have snap, but it doesn't feel like they snap back into the ready position, if that makes any sense. I feel like I push it down and then they slowly get back up. Slow being relative. I am still at least getting enough button space to mash jump as much as I can. But yeah, I can return it. I have a warranty thing on it too, because controllers are weird and broken. Oh, hey, I did it. Now to just not waste it. Proceeds to immediately waste it. I hate this part. Yeah, I guess the ultimate test for this controller is, can it get me through Stormy Ascent? As if the controller itself has any input. Also, gotta say, the D-pad itself is not satisfying either to touch. Which is like the whole reason I was going to replace the other one, even though it's technically right over there. You know, if I could take it apart properly and go in behind the thing and clean it out, because I'm sure that's the issue, I would. But I tried it and I couldn't even get it open. Still works fine other than the D-pad thing not working, but it was already like that, so I didn't affect that at all. But I'm sure just the however many years I've had it level of gunk got into it. Which isn't really that much because I do clean them every now and then. Not very thoroughly because I can't. I literally can't get under the stinking buttons to clean under them. Not without taking it apart, and I don't know how to do that safely. Dang, didn't do it this time. You know, the last thing I broke and took apart, I broke even more by taking it apart. So, you know, not the most optimal solution for me. I don't have tech. I only have technical abilities. Why did he not land properly? Why did he not land properly? I assumed it was short for techniques. And technically it is. Okay. Yeah, it really did. I only really have problems now with the parts that I don't usually get to. And that area is narrowing down. But otherwise, I do have at least, you know, a thing to look out for. Unless I mistime something, like a dummy. Another issue is I can definitely jump more than I am. Like on that little platform with the spikes under it. I know that really narrows it down. But the one right after I get the mask. You start sliding off, and you can still jump there. And I could probably do that in a few other areas, and I just don't. Also, I don't know why I didn't make that jump. I'm wondering if maybe the feeling I'm getting from this button actually is making it stick a little bit. Like, after I got the stuff out of the triangle button, it did feel normal. Normal being it felt like the other buttons. But I don't know. Oof, that was close. But I'll tell you what, after this death, assuming I die, of course. Assumption correct. I'm gonna do this. Okay, now I'm using the original white controller with its broken thing. Let's see how it feels. It does have an unfair advantage, because it is very cold. Whereas my hands were warm, thanks to being outside for a while. But you know, the other one started out cold too. You know, illegal environmental advantages was in front of a fan. So already feels better to the touch, but I'm mostly looking at how the buttons feel. This would probably be better for you if I had the camera on, but like, my hair is like a mess right now, and I don't want to be seen on camera. You understand what I mean? I hate gravity. Sorry, that's the only accent I know how to do effectively. I don't know what that says about me, but why would you stab me? You're just jealous, because my hair is like all gross and grimy, and you want your hair to be gross and grimy. Oh, okay. Feels like you might know someone who actually talks like that. Oh wait, you know me. I actually talk like that. I hate gravity is something I would print on my name tag if I had one. Hello, my name is Blue Mage Brilly. I hate gravity. How are you today? I grew up around people that talk like that. I only really saw them on cartoons. Although I do have a friend who kind of talks like that, though she will be upset if she hears me say that. Because she's not very obnoxious about it, but she's a big dork. Oh jeez, I almost fell to my death right there. She mostly does the thing a lot. I don't know if that even got picked up on the mic. You know, the way they clear their throat. Sometimes I don't even know if she realizes she does it. Oop. Whoa. Yeah, it might be a blessing you weren't here for the early Ace Attorney things random. Because I definitely gave several characters that voice. Assuming you weren't. I don't think you were, but... yeah, you weren't. I don't think. That was... pretty early. Whew! Oh, why do I always miss that one? I think that's what I did, like, right after getting affiliate. Of course, they're on YouTube, I think. And, you know, 4 or 5 years later, still working on getting partnered. Oh, I slipped right through. Oh. I forgot I even had a mask, to be honest. Because I'm used to not having one at that point. How many times did I die before I switched? I don't remember. But you know, good note. I've made it further with the white controller than the black controller. It's not really a testament, though. I've made it pretty far with the white controller. Almost to the end, one could say. Maybe that'll be its last hurrah, because I definitely still need a new one. I'm gonna die. Like that swift slide into certain demise. I don't know what I was thinking. I just thought spikes are cool. Yeah, that's fair. Spikes aren't cool. I'm sorry. If you're actually a literal sentient spike, you're not cool. Just getting straight to the point with you, as you would expect. You know, your entire existence is pain. Unless you are good at sewing, I guess, because needles are spikes. But, you know, they have a hobby. They might inflict pain on accident, but they're trying to work past it and create cool things. And Dr. Needles, which would be a good doctor's name. Alright, never mind. I'm just gonna end that thought there. The spikes did not appreciate being called doctor. They don't want to be associated with that pain. Dang it. I did find out that those cartoony needles, like, you know, in Yu-Gi-Oh! There's the weird pink fairy that has a giant syringe that's like as big as her body. Like, those exist. Those are real. The needle part is usually a lot thinner, but there are syringes of that size. And there are needles of that size. I know someone who said that they had to get a huge needle put in their leg. That was too early. I could feel it as I jumped, but you can't really, like... You either have to commit, or you have to die. Whoa! It was a steroid shot. You were correct. A type of steroid. I don't think it was steroid, but it was some weird type. Oh, dang it. That one doesn't count. I missed the jump. Are you a doctor? Are you secretly a doctor? I mean, I guess you're an environmental doctor of sorts. Well, for full transparency, it was my grandmother who had to get a shot like that. I don't know if it's cortisone exactly, but I do know she has said that name before. Yeah, as I've also said about her before, she's a cyborg, so some of the things she gets done still go right through my head. It is knee related, so you're probably right on what type it was. Dang it. And she recently had her hip replaced. And she's walking around fine now, except for when she overdoes it. I know that probably looked extremely terrifying, and don't worry, my entire body tensed up every single time. You know, right there with you, that was terrifying. Every time I hit the jump button, my body is like, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. Except for the birds. I don't know what it is about the birds, but like they feel safe. Except for the final birds, where they're off cycle and I don't understand them yet, but I've also only been there one time. The last time I was sane. 1993. I'm not going to question that, but I am going to internally debate on whether or not I deserve to be alive. Never mind. I didn't. The answer to my question was no. Oof. I had to jump fast there because I missed by like a second. Not even a second. Most of these cycles are probably a second long. I'm not really looking at the clock. But at this point, like, I would probably just say we're done if I get a sapphire. So I don't want to do this twice. I mean, we're already doing it twice, and I already don't want to do that. Boop. Boop. I'm almost certain that I was supposed to die right there. In an alternate timeline, I probably did. But thankfully, I don't invest in time travel dealings. Although if I had, like, an alternate reality life insurance policy, I'd be rich. Dang it. Hate that jump. I hate that jump so much. Everything about it twists and turns my insides like 360 degrees. I did forget to stretch my legs after I came inside, but don't worry. I lost my train of thought. I was so aghast. Talking about my leg. Why was I talking about my leg? Oh, my leg is very tense at the moment, and I've got it stretched out very far across my chair. Well, my footrest, rather. Oof. Uh-oh. I didn't expect it to go that way. I don't know why. I just didn't. Waffles. I made it so far. But in the end, doesn't matter. It was on me. I shouldn't have jumped on that other platform. I thought it cycled that way, but it does not. And then the middle one's like cycled in a weird way, and I just panicked. Look, I am 3,000% done with existing on this 2D plane in this 2.5D world, okay? I wonder if this cycle's different because I missed... Because I didn't miss a rotating platform, did I? But I was slightly late to the party at the very beginning. I don't know. Impossible to tell. Well, I mean, it is possible to tell, but it's impossible for me to tell just because I don't know what triggers these cycles. I don't know how to ride a bike. I think I can decipher cycles when I don't even know how bikes work. Dang it. Impossible. Please don't tell such lies and deceit in chat. I'm gonna say on my channel, but I couldn't really care less about that part. Oh, that's stressful. Birds are safe, birds are safe, birds are safe. How dare you? I am super nerd, thank you. Only super nerds would be playing this Cortex Forsaken level. Oh, dang it. I jumped way too early. Whoa! I don't know if I've reached Omega status. Or even Ultra status. Because I don't really snort. And I feel like that's Ultra status. And I don't have any kind of card collection, and I feel like that's Omega status. I also don't really wear glasses. I have them though, so that's like an honorary nerd point. No, fully agree. All about how you wear the glasses that makes you a nerd. But you know, for the stereotype, glasses are required. Otherwise, you're playing on someone else's radio. Every time. No! I had jumped too early. Or too late? I don't know, it's hard to tell. That's fine, I don't need no stinking mask. Because I'll kill myself anyways. I'll die where no mask can save me. I thought it'd be cool. Thought I'd be like, just go for it, who cares? Being patient for the scrubs. And I ain't no Deku scrub. But like, it's not worth it to be impatient. You gotta just take things as they come. Probably with your face. I guess it also depends on like if you do the glasses push-up thing after you say something. That's nerd status. And like non-glasses wearing nerds can't do that. You know? Like yeah, you don't have to have glasses to be a nerd, but it is an aspect of being a nerd. Unless you're one of those people that wears glasses ironically for some reason. And by that I mean people who wear glasses without lenses. Which some people do, for some reason. What happened to them? Your eyes just get better, or do you use contacts now? I thought about contacts, but like, I'm clumsy. And I feel like I'll definitely poke myself in the eye. And it's just, it doesn't feel worth it. Plus you have to like pay to get them specially made or whatever, I assume. For your specific type. But also, again, like, glasses don't do much for me. Some things far away don't have much detail to them, but that's about it. Of course, that might also be why I can't tell if something is clean or not. Unless it's a LASIK? You got lasers shot in your eyes? I don't know how that works. Never read up on it. But hey, I hope it's been working out for you. That's good. I'm glad to hear it has come to a point where you can live comfortably without it. I hope it doesn't entice you to wear glasses without lenses, though. You may be disowned from the nerd club if you do that. I hate gravity. I'm gonna make an emote about hating gravity and make that one of my default emotes. What should it be? Just a sign that says I hate gravity? With like an angry blob at the bottom? Probably... I'd have to make it a pun though, like down with gravity. And it's like a riot sign. What, would you rather I put up with gravity? Because we do put up with gravity, that part's true. Would get rid of it if we wouldn't fly into space. But all of my emotes are puns. Most of them. The axolotl one is just because I needed to stop a ping. And axolotls are cute, so... I still don't know if I'm saying that name right, but... Like, just right? K-bye? Those are all puns. I'm not really sure soft blob counts as a pun, but... You know, the blob itself is kind of a joke. And there's a bunch of FFZ emotes that I haven't really messed with. But, you know, currently working on other emotes. For some nerd, so I have to finish those before I work on any other emotes for myself. Not that I really need more emotes. Okay, I think I understand that part now. I think I understand why I'm taking damage. Whew, that was close. I don't really understand how that part works, but it works, so who cares? Alright. I do have issues with actual, like, death lasers, if that qualifies. I'd have to ask a doctor, though, because there is that thing with my head. Not that light seemed to trigger that, but... But also, like, that's money. Not really sure my insurance would cover... anything, anyways. Sorry, I have to do, like, mental gymnastics to get into the mindset of, okay, jump when they're gone, jump when they're gone. Oh, you'll miss them when they're there. You'll miss them when you're there. I almost didn't jump. I don't know why my brain just shut down for half a second, but I fixed it. Okay. I don't wanna die a horrible death. I forgot to look. Hang on 1 second. I'm not cheating. I'm just appropriating intelligence. How do I do the birds? Okay, jumps on bird, he jumps on bird, he holds down and jumps on bird. Okay, so it's literally just jump on bird. Like, as that bird goes away from you. Okay. Okay. I didn't land on the bird. I'm guessing I waited and... I hate everything. You shouldn't have believed. I shouldn't have believed. I said everything, not everyone. I hate everything that's currently in this stage. And yes, that includes rain. Mostly because it's kind of just distracting in this stage. It's not really an issue, it's just kind of like, I don't want my screen to appear wet. I definitely don't like the old men. The old prison men. Because I don't really understand why they're here, and I don't understand why they are trying to grab my shoes. Like, I'm sure they have nicer shoes than these. But I'm pretty sure these shoes are weighted shoes. I shouldn't talk about the old men. They grabbed me. They have to have shoes. They're in prison. You have to have shoes in prison. Right? I mean, I guess not. I guess the iron ball and chain doesn't qualify as shoe. I guess I could make this jump a cycle earlier. Save some time. And there that goes. Whoa! I thought it would stop me, but it didn't. I just kept going. Also, having used the white controller again, like, it's hard to say if it feels any different. Please ignore that I broke my own pattern there for a second. Which, of course, broke everything. That cycle was wrong. Do this real quick. Swap back. Now this one has the cool efficiency. Efficiency, not deficiency. Uh-huh. Oh, another thing I just noticed. The light from the back of the controller comes through the little touchpad in the front on the black one. And that's kind of distracting. I was wondering why I felt like I was seeing light from down there when I usually don't. That'd be why. The white one does not do that. Dang it. I think. No, it does not do that. I can't see the blue light at all. Very strange. The white one also feels a little thicker. Neither of them are good enough to actually get me through this, of course, because I'm bad. I need baby mode turned on, where Crash can just fly. But, you know, is an idea. I could just cheat. But then I have to learn, like, the whole process of how the cheats work and everything, and like, I don't plan on speedrunning this. Plus, I don't know. I don't mind cheese for getting some of these. But I don't know if I'd want to outright cheat. Unless, you know, cheating is the point. Like in Kingdom Hearts 3, where you had to use the easy mode cheat codes in order to get some of the achievements. Like, kind of obligated there. That was part of the achievement. And I usually just turn them off right away. I am gonna... I'm gonna scream, but... There we go. Okay. Terrifying. Okay, so from what I can tell, voicing my thoughts out loud, so it doesn't seem like I'm just saying, yeah, okay, I get it, when I don't get it. Hang on, this part's stressful. Okay, got it. From what I can tell, what I have to do is go to the corner of the second platform and then start holding right after I let go for like half a second. Because if I don't do that, I land on the bottom spikes. If I don't hold it, though, I land on the top spikes. What the Crash? What just happened? He, like, clipped into the top stair. Well, good thing I had two, I guess. Because they're gone. So much for using those as a shortcut. Not that I need them after this point, really. I went a little too fast. First time I died to that part. At least in that way. I've definitely missed the platform before, but I've never missed it by going too fast. How are all of you doing today? I haven't really... Well, I mean, I did stuff here and there, but nothing important. Moved bags, got a new controller. Got cheated out of a thing at Burger King. You know, specifically, I ordered a thing, the food was fine. Got all the food. But they're supposed to put a little code so you can be like, put this on your app, and then you can get free stuff. And that didn't happen. They didn't put a code. So I was kind of just like, well, I got food at least. Also, don't trust online stuff that you're seeing. If you use any of their food apps, like, always check if you can get the physical coupons first. Because I had a coupon for cheap stuff. Also, hang on, something keeps moving. Okay. But I got a coupon for a meal, and I looked on the little app thing they have, and the app version of that was like $5 more. So I used the physical one, obviously, and it came out fine, but... Seems like they're inflating their own prices here and there. I've also seen people complain that some sit-in restaurants are like adding a inflation fund to their receipts. You're just subtly sneaking that in. Be like, here, play an extra 30%. It's like, why? Why not just pay your waiters more? Too early. Literally a frame too early. The things are coming to a head. Sooner or later, everyone's gonna explode. In the bad way. I hope you're all doing fine. I'm about to lose my mind. But how are you? Are you feeling blue? I'm always feeling blue. Because, you know, literally my name. My MO. Oh. Alright, well, you're not feeling blue, you're feeling red. And itchy. I'm sorry, Random. I hope they heal up easy. And sunburn. Maybe you should just go... I don't know. Let's say soak in a nice relaxing bath for a while. There's probably some stuff you could put on to help soothe your itchy skin. But I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what to recommend. I'm sorry. Oop. Oh my glob. I'll take a vacation and go to the hot springs. Everyone goes to the hot springs, right? Alright, I didn't do it fast enough. No. I'm sorry. I wish I could help. But sadly, I lack the ability to turn off the sun. Not that I would, but, you know, if I could. But I don't know how many horrible things would happen if I just casually turned off the sun. Okay. Whoa! Oh, true, I did hear about that. A lot of houses got flooded underwater. I'd assume not, but it depends on how serious the damage is, which it looked pretty serious from the pictures, but they also tend to exaggerate. And I do have an aunt that lives out in Kentucky, but I think she's right outside the area that was flooding. It's always so random whether or not that guy's gonna be mad at me. Dang it. Well, I said I understood that part and have failed it twice. I don't care. I embrace death, and he's like, could you give me a little distance? I said I was lonely and bonely, but like, I didn't really need any of this. I'm sure Death has a sense of humor, even though he has a grim outlook on things. Oh, I didn't want your hugs. Let me go! I don't want hugs, I want power! I want to say that I have the power! Good old Papyrator! Skeletis? I don't know. Everyone gives him that voice. I even gave him that voice, and for the brief period where we played Undertale. I swear he better show up in Deltarune in the next chapter, or I'm suing Sans. We are Sans a brother. He better have, like, the first... Not the first, they definitely have done others before. But he better have a fully voiced voice line. That time, maybe I just shouldn't jump. I don't know. And just hold right. See where life takes you. So if you're wondering why I did that weird voice, it's because, you know, Grimm's a skeleton. First skeleton I thought of was Skeletor. Everyone gives Skeletor's voice to Papyrus, so, you know, that was my thought process. Not to explain the joke, but I do worry that my often weird voices confuse people. But they're not completely random. Dang it. Unless you prefer I just, like, talk like this all the time. Cause, like, I could do maybe half an hour just talking like I normally do, but with this. I instantly was thrown out of that by the sheer force of gravity. I know I'm no good at silly voices, but they are fun to do. I'm gonna scream! I hate being off by a second. Give me some leeway, game. I'm not actually going to scream. The most I'll do is go, ugh. I don't think that qualifies on the scream-o-meter. You know, that's like zombie level scream. Go to a haunted house, they're like, oh, do you work here? Yeah, that was a pretty good groan. You know, it's better when they have robot vampires chasing people, but you know, you can't go wrong with a good old zombie. Can't go wrong with a little bit of death. Or undeath. Well, you know, if I could give specific people the ability to quote stuff, which I maybe can, I think I should probably do that. You know, and my main concern is not Mimikyu. I won't deny the thought crossed my mind that she might quote something weird, but it is mostly the bots. Because there are some sneaky bots that have been hiding in the chat since I became affiliate. And I don't know what to do about them. Most of them are just kind of there. I don't think they've ever done anything. But you know, they're there. I see them in the chat. It's hard to kind of judge whether or not it's a bot or some sneaky... What the heck is happening there? Why am I getting stuck on that stair? It's like there's some invisible wall. I hate those spikes. Or he's like getting stuck on the round part of the stair? I don't understand. But threw off my groove. And I can't throw it out a window. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the bots. My main concern is giving them any kind of power may lead to misfortune. So I don't want to just tack it onto any regulars, because some of them probably have more hours than anyone. I mean, look at Phoenix, the ultimate bot. Of course, you can't really compete with something that is programmed to exist. Sapphire technically should have the most, but I had to change her accounts a few years ago. I don't remember why exactly, except maybe I forgot the password. And what email it was attached to. So, you know, technically she should have the most, but I also don't think she tracks her own. So again, that anti-gravity emote, what's a good idea? Maybe down with gravy and just a picture of potato. Grave E.T. Of course, it doesn't have to be a pun, but that's where my brain goes. I'm just not sure what the most anti-gravity symbol would be. I'm sure there's spells and I mean, there are definitely spells. I've used them in some games that are like literally anti-gravity. Just put a picture of Kingdom Hearts 2 saying anti-gravity because it takes away gravity. That's fine. Just... I shouldn't have hesitated. I thought it would be one of those bad ones again, but it was not. I should have just gone for it. Why I always go for it. That was my fault. I got stuck on the wall. I think it was half my fault. Okay. I don't know what happened. I think it was pushing me and I jumped off of its front? What would you call the part coming towards the screen? Like, from our perspective, it's the front, but from Crash's perspective, it's the right. Which, I just imagine playing this in first person. No thanks. I guess it's technically still the front, because if he was looking directly at the platform, it would be the front. And the back is always facing the wall. Either way, I guess I jumped off the rounded corner of the front of it, which wouldn't have been possible in the original, I assume. Remember when it was hit to be polygonal? Doesn't really roll off the tongue like squares, but... Squares are too soft in this day and age. How whoa am I feeling? Like 7. It'd probably be lower if I wasn't so close to the ending and messed up on the stinking birds. I don't know. He says whoa when he dies, so that's what I was going off of. I should probably redo whoa at some point, but I did it before and it wasn't good. But now I've got more things. I'm art. I've got the art. I got enough art to tell them apart. Whoa! Gonna be a sign that says down with gravity and have an angry blob holding up a sign on top of spikes. Actually, the sign itself is also spikes. What was the famous cartoon dog named Spike? Like, the image of a dog pops in my head, but I don't remember what he was from. Rugrats? Was the Rugrats dog named Spike? Tom and Jerry? Was his name Spike? Oh, I think you're right. Yeah, that... His name might have also been Spike. Yeah, Rugrat Spike was what I was thinking of. I guess Spike's just a very default dog name. You know, fair. It's like Spot. Like, that's a very default name. C-Spot, run. C-Spot, explode. C-Spot, be removed by Spot Remover. Remember, don't wash your dog with your clothes. I mostly remember Spike from Rugrats from the video game. Because Rugrats had a video game. They had several video games, really. But there was one for PlayStation that I had and played a lot. Mostly the mini golf course level. And it was a bad game. But it had mini golf, so. And extremely ugly. I don't know if you've seen that game, but oh, jeez. You've come a long way. I don't know what happened, but I somehow killed that old man. I just went through the... Okay. I just went through the bird, or I guess I didn't land on it? I don't know. And somehow I killed the old man. I guess his hitbox is a lot bigger than it appears. The old man kill makes sense. I hit the spikes. Which in turn made me invulnerable. And if you hit anything while you're invulnerable, it dies. I don't really know why. Seems more a deterrent than anything in most cases. Because there were a few levels where, like, you jump from a fire or a brazier, I guess. You don't jump from the fire itself, but you jump from the brazier to a spider, for instance. And it's like if you got hit by the fire, You jump for the spider, and you're dead. That was scary. Would you consider this game fair? In general, I don't know if I would. Oop. Like, a lot of its things are so precise that I... Like that. Like, I missed by a second, so I'm dead. Because, you know, I didn't want to jump towards a platform that didn't exist. Granted, this is the hardest level. So hard that they had to remove it from the game. But still. The other levels compare quite nicely. Also, on the subject of the old cartoons, when's the last time Rugrats or Tom and Jerry had a thing? Probably a while. I feel like the last time I saw Tom and Jerry, outside of the, you know, game that just came out with them in it, was probably their old movie. The one where they talk. Alright, well, whatever. I would agree if Scooby-Doo didn't get a remake every 2 or 3 years. And Looney Tunes, Animaniacs. I feel like there was another old thing that came back. Muppets are still going strong, I think. Of course, you can't replace Kermit the Frog. Currently getting a remake, started last year. See, Tron, nothing's sacred. Everything must come back to life. I can't imagine Rugrats being good, though, as a remake. Like, All Grown Up was a flop. It was hot garbage. I get what they were going for. Like, a lot of game companies go for that. Pokemon went for that for a brief moment, where it was like, everyone's grown up now that played these games, you might as well make the main character a teenager. And, like, you know, that aspect of it doesn't really go well. Everyone that grew up with Zelda's is old and wants edgy stuff now, so you gotta go with that. And then Twilight Princess was, received. Yep. I knew I should have waited, but I didn't want to. And don't get me wrong, I think Twilight Princess is okay. But it is very middle ground. A lot of its mechanics are super underused. Has a lot of cool stuff, but like you don't really use them that much. But yeah, I can't think of anything they do with Rugrats. I mean, I guess just make it about the now modern children. And just, you know, conveniently, you got all these kids that share the name of the original Rugrats. But corporations are stupid and bad with planning, so chances are it will be a cash grab and nothing else. It doesn't seem like there'd be any spirit in that. Of course, Rugrats was a weird show anyways. Okay. I don't know if I made this cycle, because I missed that jump. I did. Oh. Weird. I guess this part doesn't spawn until I actually get to the scientist. Or the platform before the scientist. I wanted to see if I could make that jump. You can't. Or at least I couldn't on that cycle. I'll stop being risky, because I need to beat this stupid level. And then we can finally just do Crash 2, which feels so much better to play. And also the last level in Crash 3, which is also way better to play. I just have to play it less risky. Yeah, have there been any solid remakes that have been well received by old fans? Like, obviously there's still gonna be that group that just hates everything that tramples on their nostalgia. But you can safely ignore them. But I never really watched most of the remake stuff. Like, I never watched any of the Scooby-Doo remakes, really. I know that they made one where they're, like, in school, and everyone has, like, a quirky thing to them. Velma's cynical, but like Shaggy, and Shaggy is Shaggy. That's his character arc. Oh, and I think it also made Fred, like, really into traps. Thought that platform would come back. It did not. Like, unironically loves to set traps for monsters that may or may not exist. Whoop. But other than knowing all that, I never really watched an episode. I only remember thinking, Velma like Shaggy? That's kind of weird. And Shaggy picked Scooby over Velma? That's kind of weird. What just happened? Saw that, right? I got clipped through the wall. I'm surprised I didn't fall out of bounds and die. If that's magic, I don't want it. I didn't wait long enough, so I just fell down. Like, if I could just practice that part alone, I probably have already done this already. Problem is, getting there is tedious. And by the time I get there, my spirit is broken. But I'm guessing you two, and anyone else lurking, didn't have much experience with any remade cartoons. Or even remade games. Like, Insane Trilogy is pretty faithful to the originals. I'd say the only major issue is they learned nothing from it. Granted, I don't know the inside workings of the company. Like, maybe the same people that remade this from the ground up didn't make Crash 4. But Crash 4 didn't feel as polished. I still died a lot, of course, but I also am a little biased because the name alone makes me go, ugh. Dang it. Dang it. I'm going to explode. You are going to explode. Almost feel bad for the birds, but they are the last major hurdle standing between me and success, so I can't feel too bad. Nope. I don't really know if it's even worth it to go for that box, but I do anyways, because it's bright and shiny and needs to die. Almost went too far again. What's it like to cry, Five Gum? You'd cry out candy, would you? Your tears were literally liquid sugar instead of liquid salt. For one, you'd probably be on a sugar high every time you got sad, and that sounds painful. But would you take that power? Would you become the sugar? The sugar, spice, and everything nice? Would you be the live-action Powerpuff Girls? The answer is no. I know you all have more self-respect than that. Man, how would they even do costumes for that? Mimikyu's the only one that would know, but... like, you know, if they want to be in character... it's like they're not allowed to have fingers. The Powerpuff Girls don't have fingers. They're the only characters in that... Well, not the only characters. Him... That's with a capital H, by the way. Technically has claws. Those don't qualify as fingers. At least I wouldn't think that crab claws qualify as fingers. But I don't know. Crabs are royalty. They can probably make a decree that claws now qualify as fingers. Or at least one type of crab can do that. I doubt they'd do it for any kind of claw. Probably some royal hierarchy that goes around and starts a war with lobsters who also have claws that are different enough to where they don't qualify as crabs. I don't know the difference between crabs and lobsters, but the crabs probably do. Assuming they know anything. Not entirely sure how smart crabs are assumed to be. Like, I know an octopus is considered pretty smart, but it's still dumb enough to get caught. But so are humans, so that's not saying much. You know, the smartest octopus we probably never see. I fell. I wonder if this game is completable without using spin attack. Like, technically, no. Definitely no for the third one, because they require you to do the super spin to get some secrets. But I have seen a few of those videos pop up where it's like, can I beat this game with only blood? And it's like, no. You really can't. Not without just basically breaking the game apart, of course. Of course, they did find a funny way of cheating Portal to beat it with no portals. Well, specifically, they don't beat it with the portal gun. They still use a portal. GLaDOS spawns a portal. Weird that she never does that again in that game. That I can recall, at least. You know, it probably is faster just to go for that, rather than go back for that box. Whoa, don't know what was happening there. It didn't cost me any time, but I was scared. Scared I was gonna fall. Felt like I was not gonna hit that bird's hitbox. Yep. Having extra height threw me off. Hasn't even been 2 hours yet. I feel like I should just never play games again. Especially when I can't even climb stairs. I've had this for 1,000 some deaths. That was weird. Feels like that came up a little early. And that was definitely a little early. Okay. It's fine. Didn't need that anyways. Resituated myself on that one because it is a pain. A pain my thumb is feeling. Nope. I don't have this. I never had it. I never had anything. The only thing I have is... Whoa! That was my fault. I was going for the top jump, but... did not get it. I don't believe it. Why would I believe it? I gotta wait. Only six, like, loses a second, but it's still a pain. Oh, missed that. Don't know how I got on that one. Sometimes the platforms just shove me around. A bunch of bullies. And I can't bully the bullies in this game. And for that part, I am looking at the wall, because it feels like that kind of slows me down a little bit. I guess I could probably try that elsewhere. But I don't know, I'm scared. Still not getting that one. Nope, definitely wasn't getting that. You have to go, like, right as it's about to pop out, otherwise you're dead. Went so fast on that part, I had to wait a second. Yeah, wait a minute. Okie dokie, artichoke. Stretching my finger a little bit. Snapping them. Oh, something about the way they just wiggle around just throws me off. Yes! Victory! Practice makes perfect. Now what? Now I cry. BM. Bad manners. Ugh. An ancient antiquity. Alright, so, technically speaking, I didn't actually do what I was supposed to do. Named it Cry. So, I cheated just a little bit. There's actually one stage we never beat, and I'm not going to beat it. I'm not here for full 100%. I never beat the high road. But I'm already riding the high road. But the achievement, I was curious if it would count the extra level. Because the achievement is just get 26 gold relics or better. And I did. You about to override an existing save slot. Yep. I made sure to hit save, not load. There are 27 in the game. No, because there's a separate achievement for doing the Stormy Ascent level specifically. And if I go to the thing... Like, hooray. You know, do hard times, just get gold rank on Stormy Ascent, and this one is, you know, do all the things. Perfect! But I platinum Crash Bandicoot! There's just 2 left. Oh man. Of course, the third one is literally just I have to get a gold relic on this one, I think. And I might have to get the gems, I think. I don't really know if I have to get the gems, actually. But this one is also just get the relics. There's no especially hard levels in the second game. But, you know. Also, I did beat that with the white controller, my old controller, so all of the trials and tribulations we've been through were worth it. It was the one that got us to victory. Okay, I hate Twitch. For some reason, stinking Crash Bandicoot 1, and actually, you know what, I'm gonna check. Yeah, Crash Bandicoot 1 and 2 both have multiple choices. Crash Bandicoot 3 only has 1, and Insane Trilogy doesn't have any at all. But it's extra weird because Spyro does. And I don't get it. Also, hang on, I'm gonna do a thing real quick. We're done with Spyro, so... Let's see, do I have any... There we go. Covered up whoever that is. This is fine hype we've got here. I'm fine with this hype. Back away, rats. Feels good to go back to regular stages again, though. I think it's left, then right. Okay, well, instantly blasted myself like a smarty pants. Then it's right. Yeah, right is right. Do your stupid thing. Oop. Don't really need to do that part, but it feels good. And if it feels good, do it. Unless, you know, it makes someone else feel bad. Don't. Oh! I thought he went further along. Whoops. I didn't have the death counter selected. Whoa! Hey, also, hello, Phoenix. Hope you're doing well and not experiencing bad smells. Or experiencing extreme heat. Like, I know you're on fire and everything, but sometimes hot is too hot. I know random is melting at the moment. My friend I mentioned before is also melting. It almost makes me feel a little bad that I'm perfectly fine because I have an air-conditioned room and everything. But I'm also kind of like always cold, which is concerning because I've gone outside and been like, man, it's pretty hot, but like I still feel a little chill. I just said you were melting. Nothing important. Mostly talking to Phoenix and saying I hope that Phoenix is not melting. Well, yeah, always. What the? Oh yeah, you can totally just grab off of the bars. Wait, he does go all the... He literally cheated just so he could kill me. Weird, I always feel cold. That's the door right there too. I just didn't get it. Uh-oh. Yep. I could feel it right there that I was gonna land on certain death. That was cool. That wasn't cool. Now I'm satisfied that we're finally done with that level, but we're still being tortured. Dang. Why didn't I make it that time? Why did that thing explode behind me? These questions and more can remain forever unanswered. Crash conspiracy theories. How many whoas does it take to climb a light bulb? More than you would think. At least 1,000. Oh yeah, I also have good news. Once I'm done with stuff. I have good news for... Ow! For the fact that I actually saved our crash death counters in separate files and totally forgot about it. So while all of the ones you're currently seeing on the screen are from this trophy torture, I do actually still have the old ones. Whoa! Okay, I need to save the mask for that part. Assuming I get to that part. What I'm considering doing, ow, is just adding all of the deaths to this counter. But that would be technically incorrect. Sadly, I did not save the Spyro ones as far as I could tell from my files. Ow. Yeah, I guess it's good I hit those boxes with the guy, but... Wish I could hit these stupid rats. Oh, I could feel it. Go left. Go right. Dang it. Double dang it. Double dang it with a side of fries. Come be alive. Nope. Dang it, I'm not jumping fast enough. I haven't played this game enough to remember how to slide. Nope. Nope. I am basically a frame too early in my slide. I know it's possible, I've literally done it before. But also, if I just wait a frame or two, he just doesn't shock the water anymore. So either way is a win, I guess. But waiting is for chumps. And there ain't no chumps around here. Not around these parts. Wonder if I could just, like, climb the walls. I should really watch, like, a... Or go rewatch, because I've seen it before, I just don't remember it. I got it that time. Why didn't I get it the other times? I don't know why I just walked into that fan. I always walk to where they're going and not where they are not going to be. Nope. Maybe I have to slide up the wall? I don't know. I should go rewatch a Cortex Strikes Back speedrun. Why does being hit by a slow-moving fan cause you to die? They're not like radioactive or anything either. They're just like, nope, it's a fan, it's moving, and it will kill you. Like, I've stopped fans with my bare hands, and I didn't yell, whoa! I just yelled. Whoa! I would yell, whoa! If I saw a rat wearing war armor. But it'd be more of a whoa. Depending on if it looked good or evil. Now, these rats have glowing red eyes, so obviously they're good guys. They don't understand that spikes are lethal to bandicoots. Along with most things. They're just rats. Maybe there's cosplaying rats. And by that I mean the rats are cosplaying, not that someone would be cosplaying as a rat. So there probably are rat characters that people would cosplay as. Like the Rat King. Guess I would have to narrow it down with the Rat King though, because there are surely more than one. Yep. Why is it always gotta be ice? Did I do it? No, I didn't do it. What time do I have to get again? And how do I improve my time? No. What am I missing? What am I fighting for? I wanna... Why is it not loading? There we go. L1. I was a second off! Are you cheesing all of my fries? How do you even do this stage faster? Other than, you know, just getting good, I guess. God, if you just got good, maybe you wouldn't have to suffer! Kinda hoping it would hit the thing, but it did not hit the thing. You know, there is a level in Warped where if you do a thing, enemies will throw cheese at you. I need it for the end. Ba, 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 ba. No! My hubris! Oh, even worse. If I had belly flop, because the stupid slam button is the same, I might have gotten it, I don't know. Also impressive, I got 109 exactly. Hard to get it on the zeros. Go away, evil rats. And you're right, if I had cheese, the rats wouldn't attack me. They'd be friends. I thought that one blew up for some reason. I didn't think that one would hit me for some reason. I wish I could get that thing to hit the rat. I don't have to worry about it. Ah! I've been shocked! You can see my bones! Okay. Well, it's actually kind of weird how these games, like both Spyro and Crash, have such compact and fast levels, but they feel enormous just because you have to do so many. Like, I was noticing that when we were playing Crash. It's like the first few levels that we had to go through to do stuff, especially in Spyro 2, were just so small. Like, alarmingly so. But I guess they make up for... yeah. The size, just based on how difficult they are to actually complete. Go away, rat. Everyone loves you and doesn't want you to die. So please, go away before I have to murder. Ignoring that I did, in fact, murder. Okay, well, that's not good. Too slow. Good old murder. Whoa! I hit his non-spiky mask and still died. Hang on, I didn't actually want to start it there. So, how's it going? I guess I should probably call it soon, because it is late. And other stuff. Let's at least try to get this gold medal. Assuming I can get past the first room. Huh. I hit the fan in here with the thing back there. That's concerning. Well. And also, to go off the thing I was talking about at the beginning of the stream, I probably will return that controller. And just opt for the, definitely new one. Costs a little bit extra, but that's fine. There's not really a major difference in the price. I don't blame you. It is weird to have someone's palm sweat like where yours is, but they do clean them, and you can clean them. And also, it's just like they're not very reliable when they're used. There was a lot of PS5 controllers, as a side. Ooh, I just had a very evil thought. Oh, there was a lot of used PS5 controllers, I should say. I don't know why, but the wall was just littered with them. They also had a giant Snorlax that I kind of want, but it's expensive. But it was just a giant Snorlax pillow. Why is that a button? Let me disable ground pound. I don't need it. It literally only has one use in this entire game, and that's to break specific boxes. Which they could have just made regular boxes, but no, they had to make them cool. They're not even cool. Dumb. I'm just upset though. Ground pound's normally fine, I just wish it was on a separate button. Why not triangle? Or double jump, because you know, don't have double jump yet. Don't really like the way he moves on these grates. It's not great, these grates. His arm just kind of falls off of them a lot. And it's weird. No, stop sliding. Why did they put ice physics into the level? Anyways, I did it. Victory. Why was that in your ear? Is it made out of earwax? Is that why it's gold? Oh no. Well, so you can make Crash walk real confidently around. Yeah, I own this place. Or Dude's regular. Not even really confident. He's just kind of like unsure of where he's going. Hello, little panda bear. You cannot pet the dog in this game. And I know it's not a panda bear, but... You can, however, jump on him and make him bark. There is an achievement, and I think it drops an extra life if you do that. It's also an issue I had in the Final Fantasy VII Remake. You cannot pet the dog in that game. There's not a button for it, and cats run away. Whoa! That's fine. I wasn't doing too well. Dang it. That's my answer to that question, Tronop. The answer is no. I don't plan on playing either of those games. I would have to be paid. Especially for Melodies, because I don't own that. And don't want to own that. He sounds so normal when he gets hit. Not that I really expect him to sound weird, but it doesn't really sound... doesn't really have that whoa quality to it. Dang it. I'm just hitting every single one of those. Oh, whoops. Well, I'm afraid unconditional love like a puppy does not qualify, though I do appreciate it. I only I mean, I don't really expect anything, but I would only ask for your time. I would never ask for any money, especially given how the world is right now. But yeah, I really don't want to play those games. I'm not good at rhythm games. Crash 4 is very tedious, and also, how dare you? If you think this isn't torture. Spyro wasn't. Spyro was surprisingly easy, mostly because I already did most of it. Now, I really got to dodge those landmines, huh? Like, I'm sure the essence of getting through all that with Spyro was very tedious. If I had done it all at once, I would have been like, ugh, this is such a grind. Whoa! But I didn't. Like, Spyro 1, I had done fully from the beginning, I think. I'm pretty sure when that came out, I was like, alright, we're doing what we did before. I'm just gonna play this literally all day. And we played for like 10 hours. Because when I first played Spyro, the original, on stream, I played it all the way through. And I had to do that for the remakes, obviously. Well, the remake. I didn't do that for all of them. I hate that it's on the same button. Like, I am trying to slide, not ground pound. But yeah, sorry, Tronup. I will have to refuse. I already have a plan for the next game, anyways. One that will definitely be torturous. Dang it. I don't know if I should tell you. Well, I don't think we should tell you. That wasn't a hint, that just popped in my head. The only thing I'll say is that we've played it before. And it was probably enjoyable. You know, this implies the camera's a physical object they can run into. I'm sorry, I don't want to make you cry, but gotta keep up the mystery. Even though it really is not a mystery. Ow. Whoops! Shouldn't have spun there. The heavens themselves exploded when I hit those bombs. Poof. Get it? What ain't there? Get it? What ain't there? I don't know why I keep forgetting that stupid landmines there. I'm also surprised the landmines don't instantly kill you, to be honest. I guess they felt that would be too difficult if you had to dodge landmines, but then they put green bombs in, which are basically the same thing. Except, you know, green and louder. See that cool slide? That was a cool slide. I spun too early. Instantly forgot. I really need to stop doing that. Whoa! I didn't jump. Didn't think I needed to. You have to frame perfect these so hard. That's really not even worth it. What? I pressed the slide button. It's literally all I pressed. I guess I was just too late. Anyone ain't there? Name that character. You know, that is a quote from a game. Not effort at all, you just don't want to do it. Now, spoiler, it was the scout. from Team Fortress 2 that I don't think you've ever played. Is a good game. It's kind of an on-life support game, but it's a good game. I've talked about it a lot, but yeah, the main... not main, but one of the characters' name is Scout. He is just faster than the other classes, has the lowest health pool, but he's faster, so he's amazing. You know, hands down considered one of the best classes just because he's like, I think 33% faster than most other characters. Dang it. Terrible. Oh, I'm surprised that actually hit. That's fine. I wasn't gonna make it anyways. Yeah, there's not really many games out there that are like TF2. Like, Overwatch was close, but... Overwatch is dead. And the second one is not looking good. Of course, I could be wrong on that front. I haven't really been paying attention to it. But I won't lie that the cynical part of my brain hopes it is. Cynical the right word? I don't know. Either way, part of me hopes that it is. If only to see them burn. No! Whoa, no! Dang it. I do wonder what Valve's devs are doing. Like, are they just relaxing all cool? Shooting some b-ball outside of the school? Who knows? But they've been pretty quiet. Going to bed random. Thanks a lot for watching and for being there at my greatest triumph with this game. Good night. I'll probably be done after I beat this level anyways. I've already died. A couple thousand times. Oof! Huh, wonder what would have happened if I landed on that platform. Dang it! I died. Alright, last try. Because it is late. I hope you all have enjoyed the stream, have enjoyed going crazy with me, or I guess I should say insane. It is insane that I even bother trying to tackle these games because they're not... What's the word I'm looking for here? Well, they're not easy, that's for sure. Yeah, obviously, Crash Bandicoot is the Dark Souls of platformers. And all that stuff. You know, it might be, I don't know. Oop. And I ran into the bomb. Hey, actual last try. By last try, I mean until I win. Obviously. Alright, never mind. That was the last try. My hand is obviously going numb. But, thanks a lot for watching. And real quick, to those who watch, or are watching right now, I'm gonna tell you what the... Oh wait, yeah, that's right. I can just go here. It's like, there's definitely a thing that just tracks it. Alright, so, going off... 32 is definitely not right. Hang on, that's not... 30? 31? Oh, I see what the issue is here. No, it's definitely... Oh man, I thought I got the old Crash deaths, but they're not there. Maybe I put it somewhere. Well, that's upsetting. I thought I found it, but I just found a thing that was labeled Crash Deaths. Oh well. Anyways, I'm taking a break, so thanks a lot for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the stream, and I will see you tomorrow, probably, for more Mega Man. Bye for now.